offering unto the Most High. Fruit of the ground. Gonna bring some fruit to the Most High. Fruit of the ground, offering unto the Most High. And Abel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock, and of the fat thereof. Now see, when you understand the sacrifices that had to be done by the priest, he explains it thoroughly. You had the part of the meat that we eat as unto today, and the part when you open up the animal and you take out all the organs. So we're not supposed to be eating organs. Take all them organs out and the fat, and you sacrifice that to the Most High. That's the part that was sacrificed to him. So that's to let you know that they knew the dietary law. They knew the sacrificial law. Verse 4, and Abel, he also brought of the first thing of his flock, and of the fat thereof. That means the part that he's going to sacrifice to the Most High for atonement. And the Most High had respect unto Abel and his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. He was very wroth, angry. And the Most High said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? Why you got a problem? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, if you sin, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. See? Sin is waiting on you. So that's what he's saying. And it desires to have you. Especially now, since we're in the last days, sin always gonna be prevalent. You gotta rebuke it. You gotta rebuke the devil, he shall flee. You gotta know what's right, though, from what's wrong. See, Cain knew all he had to do was ask his brother for a lamb to sacrifice. No, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that. Most likely, you accept whatever I'm giving you. You talking about Esau? Shoot, here go offering right here, Cain. So the Most High put that mark of leprosy on Cain and sit him out there. Oh, shoot, anybody look at him? Oh, get away from me! I don't want that. Because he killed his brother Cain. Listen. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. He killed him. And the Most High said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? Where's Abel at? Thy brother. And he said, I know not. Second lie told in this Bible. I know not. You done killed him. Am I my brother's keeper? You talking to the Most High? Why my shut that was shy? He said, I don't know where he's at. Am I my brother's keeper? He in my pocket. He ain't nowhere around me. You know people just doing that. I don't know where he's at. You done killed him. Lying. That's why I said you are your father, the devil. That's a lie. You just killed him. You say, I don't know where he's at. Verse 10, and he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. And a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Most High, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, from around everybody that was there. And from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond, a bum in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. Everybody that's find him, let you know there was more people on the earth than Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel. That's what it says. And it shall come to pass that every one, that's a whole lot of people. So he made a whole lot of people. Besides Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel. This is what it says. And it shall come to pass that every one, we just in Genesis the 4th chapter, y'all. Every one that findeth me shall slay me. He'll try and kill me. And the Most High said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Most High set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. See? That mark that he put on his leprosy. Just like he turned Miriam leprous. Yeah. That's what happened with him. There it is. So that's why you see Cain and Abel, Esau and Jacob coming back on this earth. Look at let's go over these commandments, 10 commandments, which is in Exodus 20. I'm just going to read them. It says, and the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Most High thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other idols before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. Whatever you make, whatever you have around, you can't bow down to whatever it is, nor serve them. A lot of people doing that. They have a cross and they bowing down to that cross. They have certain things that they have made or they have in their possession. They bowing down and praying before it. No. He said, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, just like the Christmas tree. You got to bow down and put your gifts under that idol. That Christmas tree is an idol, was considered a god, people. That's why the Most High said in Jeremiah 10, 1-5, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And you got to bow down to it, to that God, and put the present under it. You got to bow down and get the present from underneath. Either or, you bowing down. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. I, the Most High thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Most High thy power in vain, for the Most High thy power will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, the Sabbath day. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Most High thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers that are within thy gates. For in 6 days the Most High Mashiach Yahushua made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Most High Mashiach Yahushua blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. That's the 10 Commandments. Let's look at Numbers, the 32nd chapter. Start at verse 20. Numbers 32 and 20. And Moses said unto them, if ye will do this thing, if ye will go armed before the Most High power to war, and will go all of you armed over Jordan before the Most High, until he have driven out his enemies from before him, and the land be subdued before the Most High, then afterward ye shall return and be guiltless before the Most High, and before Israel, and this land shall be your possession before the Most High. But if ye will not do so, you don't want to follow what he said do, his rules and regulations, his orders, his commandments, his laws, behold, ye have sinned against the Most High, and be sure your sin will find you out. See? Then you know your sin gonna find you out. So I say sin waiting at the door for you. Isaiah 59 and 12. Isaiah 59 and 12. For our transgressions are multiplied before thee, and our sins testify against us. For our transgressions are with us, and as for our iniquities, we know them. See? In transgressing and lying against the Most High, and departing away from our power, speaking oppression and revolt, conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood, lies. Bunch of lies. And judgment is turned away backwards, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yeah, truth faileth. And he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Most High saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. See? And he saw that there was no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness it sustained him. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate, and a helmet of salvation upon his head, and he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing. Hear this? So Most High said he's gonna do, and I did, and gonna do again, and was clad with zeal as a cloak, according to their deeds, according to he will repay. Fury to his adversaries. Adversaries mean enemies. Recompense to his enemies. Payback to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of the Most High. From the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Most High shall lift up a standard against him. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Most High. He ain't coming to those that's going to continue to be in sin. This is all you got coming right here. Live your life. Most High say what he give us 70. Live your life up, because that's it. Once the judgment come, you got the opportunity to hear this and don't want to adhere to the word of the Most High, you got worms that's going to eat you up continually. You got fire that's going to burn you up continually. Don't get it twisted. Most High have a body. Oh, you got that body that goes back to the dust, but he got a body, a heavenly body for you. Now, he got a heavenly body for the righteous. He got a heavenly body for the wicked. Oh, yeah. How you think a spirit going to be burning up? No, he's going to put flesh on you so you can feel it. Continually, non-stop. Burn you up, then put flesh on you again, and burn you up and put flesh on you again, continually. As it's burning up, flesh is coming back up to be able to burn up, come back up, burn up, burn up, burn up. Flesh coming back on you as he's burning from the head down. The flesh coming back on it as it's going down to the, come back on it, then you come back up, it's burning up again, burning, coming down, burning up, coming up. That's your body. That's what's problems. That's what he said. There's gonna be a hating for us. We're gonna see that. I mean, come on, look. Isaiah 66 and 24. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, that have sinned against the Most High. For their worms shall not die. So for the worm not to die, you got to have flesh on it continually. Neither shall their fire be quenched. The fire not going to be put out. And they shall be an horror unto all flesh. It's going to be a hating to all of us. I hate to see this. But it is what it is. So what Mashiach Yahushua said in Mark 9:44. It says, where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched. See? Verse 46, where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched. See? Then you know. It's here, it's there. Let's go to 1 Samuel's 3rd chapter. First Samuel's 3, and we're going to start at verse 11. And the Most High said to Samuel, behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which Salaki. The Most High Mashiach Yahushua said to Samuel, behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of every one that heareth it shall tingle. In that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house, which I begin when I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. And therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli, that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be purged with sacrifice nor offering forever. Wow. So they know the iniquity that his sons was doing, so you're going to remember it forever. So that means he can't pray to the Most High to forgive his house for what has been done. But iniquity can't happen. Verse 15, and Samuel lay until the morning, and opened the doors of the house of the Most High, and Samuel feared to show Eli the vision. And Eli called Samuel and said, Samuel, my son. And he answered, here am I. And he said, what is the thing